To conjure a person out of thin air, you'll need the proper potions, starting with an appropriate image generator. There are many options, but I prefer using Midjourney. Open it up, pour it in, and recite this incantation. Contact sheet of 20 images, same wild and crazy spokesperson on white background in various focal lengths, full body and close-ups, front and side and rear, sharp focus, detailed textures, studio lighting, many images, or something to that effect. If done correctly, a grid of images should appear something like this. Now you'll need a little Photoshop or similar image editing potion. These potions can get tricky because they do require a bit of skill. But once you get the hang of it, your image grid will metamorphosize into several single images, ideally between 7 to 10 of them. Now take some of the Artifice special blend of FFmpeg. Once applied, this formula will join your singular images into a vid-EO. It would look terribly bad, but don't worry, we'll fix that. Now here's where things get expensive. You'll need a splash of Sora. Remix strongly at 1080p. Within a few minutes, your ugly, indiscernible vid-EO will become pristine and gorgeous. And hopefully, it will look something like the person you have wished to conjure. If not, go back to step 1 and this time, try to follow directions. Take your pristine vid-EO of your newly conjured person and add the FFmpeg 2 concoction. After it's done its magic, you should be left with a new set of pristine photos. Next, we'll review our photos and come up with a good name for our conjured being. I think I'll call this one Wild and Crazy Dave. Take a few minutes to write a brief caption for each photo, and be sure to include Dave's full name on each. That would be Wild and Crazy Dave. For our last step, these photos will need to be treated with a flux gem potion. Some among you will feel compelled to make this from scratch at home, and for those, I'll provide the recipe. But I'd prefer to spare myself the trouble and time and just use the RunPod brand. Just a few drops of the RTX 6000 blend should do the trick. After about an hour, you should be left with a small element of safe tensors. Keep this somewhere safe. With it, you'll be able to replicate your conjured human ad infinitum. Now it's time to use our safe tenses in the Comfy UI apparatus. If you're not familiar, you'll have to wait for a later lesson. But just to demonstrate that everything has worked properly, let's give it a quick run, shall we? I simply drop the safe tenses into the LORA loader, recite the incantation of your pleasure, making sure to incorporate the full name of your conjured being, like so. A photo of wild and crazy Dave riding an ostrich in the jungles of Brooklyn. And voila! I do hope you've learned something. Until next time, I'm the Alchemist.